In 1937, a wealthy St. Louis family with a name you'll recognize boarded an ocean liner to cross the Atlantic and tour parts of Europe. Its entourage included the family chauffeur. It's his story that captured our attention and that of his descendants. This U.S. passport was issued to Kenely Moore. At the time, Moore was employed as the chauffeur of the Lambert family, owners of the Lambert Pharmaceutical Company, the makers of Listerine. The passport stamps indicate the different countries Moore toured with the Lamberts, but it was the photographs Moore took of his travels and his writings about the people and places he encountered during the trip that were more revealing. This happened before you were even born?
Yes.
So how did you find out about these pictures?
He left all the pictures in the bedroom, in the closet for years. I never knew they were there.
That must have been like discovering buried treasure.
It was. I knew he had been to Paris and some places, but I never found the pictures. Then passport, everything showed up, and he was deceased by that time.
Rosalind Blair, Kenely Moore's daughter, discovered scores of photos, her father's passport, and his travel diary about 6 years ago, decades after his death in 1987. At a time when Jim Crow laws designed to segregate and disenfranchise African Americans were in force in his own country, Moore was at ease abroad, engaging with people of other ethnic backgrounds. And he took advantage of opportunities to sightsee during his 8-week journey. On the back of this photograph, Moore wrote, "Seen on canal just outside Venice. Note, primitive mode of transportation still exists. One of boys pulling these crafts was spoiled. Sorry, as I wanted it badly." Where Anthony made his famous speech of friends, Romans, countrymen, etc. King's Ballroom at Versailles, the most elaborate setting to me and a scene I'll always remember. Some of my friends on return voyage home, SS Letitia. Moore apparently made quite a few friends, judging from his travel journal entry from June 24th when he was under the weather. Face swollen twice its size, not painful, but a bit annoying. Sorry to turn out such a wet blanket. Must go up to see the smart girls, then return for dinner and bed. Have to give up being master of ceremonies at party tonight. Feel miserable, too badly to write. In 1939, 2 years after his European adventure, Kenely Moore married Olamay Brandon, a registered nurse at Homer G. Phillips Hospital. Their daughter, Rosalind, was born in 1940. You know, I wonder what kind of camera he used. You probably don't.
I truly don't know, but he loved cameras.
And while he never returned to Europe, Rosalind Blair's father continued to nurture his love of travel, a love that may have developed with help from the Lamberts. That's George Lee Lambert on the right, the son of Major Albert Bond Lambert, namesake of St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Rosalind Blair's son and Kenely Moore's grandson, Christopher Miles Blair.
We traveled domestically here in the United States, and I mean, we went all over. Grand Canyon, Grand Junction, California, New Mexico, Chicago. I mean, we were all over, Texas. And he loved to travel. He loved to take pictures. I mean, he had a motion picture camera that, you know, it was voiceless, but, you know, it's just motion picture, and he had it was amazing. He had all those, and we have the reels somewhere.
Kenely Moore eventually left his chauffeur job and went to work at the Chevrolet auto plant, once located at Union and Natural Bridge. The discovery of this chapter of his life has inspired Moore's grandson to do a deep dive into the family history.
The thing is this, and I'm 54 now, okay? And I'm coming to the point now where the older generation, our family members, We need to talk to these people because they know some things. We go through life, and after this person's gone, then you come across these boxes and don't have a clue. And you're sitting back trying to put the pieces together because you don't know, you know? And just like with these pictures here, if I even knew my grandfather had those, I would have talked to him about, but yet at the same time, I was too young to really, engage and ask him about these things. But for those that have boxes out there and there are older family members still living, inquire. They have the knowledge, the wisdom, and that's priceless.